Hello. I had to fix the little thing. To be or not to be. I think that all the time when I think of to be's name. Hello. Gonna be doing some thinking today. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Hello everyone, and welcome to another week together. Here, we'll go ahead and exist in some gray space for a bit before we get started, tickling our brains with puzzles. I see some new names that I don't recognize either. Doomed to the gray space. Yes, I am recharged. Hello, Matthias and Malware, Arian and Arova, Sertov Baggins and Silrez, Japanese Gremlin, Autumn, Sumiki, Konnichiwa, for those with the Japanese name that I can't pronounce. Although, the symbols are familiar to me. The katakana, no, hiragana, the hiragana text, I do recognize them, I just don't know the names. Zoominator and that guy. Bend over and Icarus. Dusty and Justice, Artsene. I think that's pretty much everyone at the moment. Talos Principle is a puzzle game. Also, I have more artwork to update the start screen, so there'll be more artwork coming. Lots of developments and new exciting things on the way. And well, you know, the video that you've been waiting for a while. Talos Principle though. We're actually getting close to the finish of it. You can see right here. Now, there are DLCs, but I might not be interested in those. Too many games, so little time. This game is full of philosophy and, philosophical things. However, we're mostly here for the puzzles and the environment vibes. Yes, the madness, for sure. I'm doing well, Matthias. How are you all doing? The boss fight is mostly just with our own minds. Every puzzle kind of feels like a boss fight. For example, this bonus puzzle that we are about to do, it's kind of like a boss fight in its own way. If Elden Ring was a puzzle game, it would be this one. Or like, this is like a Dark Souls game almost, but with puzzles. Beautiful scenery though. backseating. Well, sometimes I actually think there's not as much backseating in this game because it's actually pretty difficult to assess the situation from just watching. But sometimes there is. Speaking of Dark Souls, when we finish this game, it's possible we might add the first Dark Souls remastered to the roster of games, playing maybe only 2 to 3 games at a time. That way we don't get overwhelmed. Yes, Arian. A nice view. You ride in the trunk? Wow. Hello, Omega. Many familiar faces. Yes, I have not posted the whole week stream schedule yet. Unfortunately, I've gotten a little bit behind on some things. And the video that I'm editing, the beach video, it is certainly coming along nicely. In some ways turning out a little bit better than I expected. When it comes to some of the audio and visual relaxation. AI Limit is good as well. It sounds like a game. Also, I am very close to making the first payment to the artists that are going to be working on the Nier Automata outfit commission, doing a cosplay of 2B from Nier Automata. It will be my first commission for this sort of outfit, like making an outfit. It's really exciting. What happens if I jump? Dead. Bruiser man. Oh yes, we've hit 20k subscribers on YouTube. I don't really have any ideas that come to mind besides the little celebration we had in Discord. The cosplay will be interesting. Be a good challenge. Especially because, well, if you take a look, my legs and arms are not exactly normal, like a normal humanoid style. As you can see, I have different joints and panels that can prove to be a challenge. The celebration in Discord, it was just sort of, you know, us saying congrats and posting a few gifts. Very simple and sweet. I have even more thighs when oh wait, that's hips. Never mind. But I do have covers I can put on, but you'll see in the new beach video. Though you've kind of seen it already with some of the other videos and pictures. Okay. I hope you all are working on something or resting, eating, doing dishes, or just generally vibing. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this puzzle. And thank you also for the congrats. We're so far into this game, it's kind of hard to explain it at this point. So just know that there are new items introduced in each zone, usually, with different mechanics. Lots of interesting things. for tough. Which game are you playing? You could definitely draw Squidward's house next to me. For sure. How interesting. Yes, many say that this robot looks similar to the robot, although I've never watched that movie. Enabled simulation. Simulation games, it's certainly something I have not played in a while. I really don't have an interest in War Thunder or any of those sort of games. Okay, I hear it opened up the door. Will it maintain? Oh yes, it looks like it will. Wow, isn't that crazy how you can be stumped on a puzzle and come back to it a week later and hit it within the first 10 minutes? Fun. A nice way to start.
Can I?
Hearts to you all.
Device?
You can, but should you?
Okay.
Sometimes I have an itch for things like SimCity. I don't know if they still make SimCity games. I've also played a little bit of Age of Empires, I believe. I lost that. World of Tanks. I do hear about that quite often. Hello, Marquise. I still don't quite understand this bonus one over here. And to be honest, I kind of don't care. I just want to do the majority of the puzzles and then finish the game. Move on to other games. Bruiser Man. I'm not really too sure about the character that he created. I would say that you can mention an inspiration. However, you don't really have to. Think about this game. How many inspirations from other genres and other stories did this game take? That we probably don't really mention those inspirations. I've also played the Stronghold games, like Stronghold Crusader. I believe I played the Stronghold when they also made a more updated version. with like nicer graphics and such, where it was more like 3D, but I don't really know that I played it much. Okay, let's actually go back to puzzle 5. Hello, Miss Venture. We're just doing some puzzles. We're getting closer to the end of the game. I think we have maybe one other large area outside of this one. Well, I am currently playing Dead Space, so I'd consider that a horror game. I don't really typically play horror games, but Dead Space has been pretty fun. Balance. The name of this puzzle is Balance. Interesting. Sad Satan? Is that a game or something? I'm not sure. I have so many games I'd like to play and will play. How would you be annoying in the Dead Space stream? I really enjoyed that game. I look forward to returning to it. Could this balance be lateral? It might be. For those that know. Interesting. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Marquitos22. Marquitos. Okay, I have some blocks now. Very interesting. This has to be over here. The animal? Like Little Nightmares? No, I'm not familiar with it. Okay, I probably need to get this over here. That's very kind of you, Mar. Make us whole. I thought that was really fun. It made me excited to eventually find out what that meant. We have not died yet in Dead Space. Interesting. Hello, amigo. Oh, interesting. Yes, didn't you know? Dead Space is an ASMR series. Mar, if I knew other languages, I would certainly make videos speaking other languages. Oh, the animal? Let me look at Steam real quick. How interesting. It has a really interesting vibe. Oh, it's coming soon. Oh, okay. I'll add it to my wish list. It looks fun. It's interesting that they're bringing that out instead of like the third Little Nightmares. I wonder if the third Little Nightmares someone mentioned was from a new creator or a different developer. Hello, Bader. Okay, so this one's balanced. Very interesting. I wonder if this somehow. Okay, I think we're cooking. Bader, why would I be mad at you? That sounds like you're baiting me somehow to be triggered. Or what? The video of me practicing Spanish. I will say, due to my own interests, they were more interested in Japanese than they are Spanish. I can say a few Spanish words. Okay. Let's see. Will I learn Hindi? That would probably be, pretty cool, but yeah. Okay, I think I just realized I need to hit the square. I think I just messed up. Oh, look, I can take one. Well, Bader, if you ever feel that way, maybe it's your intuition or subconscious telling you that something you're doing is perhaps, maybe not always appropriate, or perhaps you're acting in a way that you do not feel is, maybe, you probably know. It's not really, my responsibility to always tell you how you should and shouldn't act. Okay. I think we're starting to make progress. Sir Toth, of all the puzzles that we've done, in the game, a little to the left, there was a calendar puzzle where you identified that there were 9 spaces, that all of the stickers on this calendar were in a pattern of 9 spaces for each thing. I thought that was pretty cool that you observed that, because I totally didn't get that and really cheesed that puzzle. Uncharted vibes? You could see that. Okay, now we're really making progress. I think we're about to do it. Ms. Venture, there is a version of angels that have certain qualities that make them seem motherly.
Cornelius and Athena created something amazing.
Hello, Al.
Just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure. But in fact...
Thank you, Bruiser.
And because they couldn't see that, they lost her.
Ms. Venture, you said unless she was programmed to be, or you almost said. It wouldn't be inaccurate to say that. It makes sense.
We have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founder's laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
Okay, down into one of the dark depth, one of the underground places. A biblically accurate angel. Are you referring to, like, all of the rings with the eyes and such on them? Interesting. The chair. Yes, earliest convenience. Completely just uninstalls the game and never comes back. That's true, Japanese gremlin. The warranty would be voided. I think we're playing Dead Space. A box! This game is essentially set way in the future. The robots call themselves humans. They were created by humans in the past, or rather they're the result of human science and such. It's supposed to be a possible future, though it is also a simulation. They are living within a simulation. As you can see, there's a number here on my chest. It says 1000, or 1K as they call me. Because I am the 1000, number 1000, to be born, so to speak. It's honestly kind of complicated, but just know that the game is about deep thinking, what's the meaning of life, what is life, and all of that kind of fun stuff that you ultimately can never truly answer, and you're left with a bunch of things to ponder and be in the moment and all sorts of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're here for the puzzles. Yes. Normally it's like this. It's like first person. And by accident I discovered there is a third person view. Exactly, Sir Tough. You know, humans doing human things. But essentially, the game introduces you slowly to new concepts of puzzles. Oh, I don't want to go there yet. Let me look over here. You discover new devices and new things that become increasingly more challenging. There's also a lot of dialogue. You could spend many, many hours just listening to the dialogue, exploring the worlds, and reading all of the interesting things that they've written. But if you're like me, you're just really here for the puzzles. Ms. Venture, you may actually find a lot of value in this game. I can tell I'm about to be pulled into a conversation.
1K. Good that you're here. We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome. It seems the founder
Hello,
perfected the
Moggy.
design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new.
Committed to the grind, so to speak. The grind, in a sense, has its own value, though it is arguably pointless too. And of course, that's the point. Every single point could be argued that there is no point. And you're back at square one. It reminds me of a phrase: the more things change, the more they stay the same. And also the phrase, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And there's countless other phrases and things, but here we are with these limited choices. Where's the choice to just walk away? Oh wait, it's right here. Never mind, there's no... We can... Why, I could just stop the game, but we have to make a choice. Hello, amigo. I hope you have a good day as well, amigo. I would highly recommend that you purchase this game when it's on sale. I wouldn't be in a big hurry. They also just came out with a remaster version of, I guess, the original game, but it's not the original game. It's like a altered version of the original game. Yeah, I guess you could look into it. I never played the original though, so I enjoy this one for what it is. Also, know that at the beginning of the game, if you choose to explore, before you travel to where all the puzzles are, you can go back down the elevator and explore the whole city outside. It's full of a lot of interesting things to check out, along with some very interesting Easter eggs if you're the type that likes to explore every corner. Sumiki, visual novels, I can appreciate them for what they are. However, I can tell you I would not be interested in playing visual novel games, more than likely. I am far more with the gameplay aspect. Life in itself is almost a visual novel, so... Oh yes, that's true, that's another phrase. What's new is old, and what's old is new. It does make me happy when you all enjoy some laughter. Okay, this person's fine alive, by the way. You know, the aesthetic with the lighting. Wow. Okay, I'll put it this way. If I had to choose between watching someone sweep the floor or stack boxes, or actually stacking the boxes and sweeping the floor, I'd rather stack the boxes and sweep the floor. So, in a balance, you know? Yes, gameplay loops and environmental exploration, exactly. I feel called out on that one. The hesitation comes from the realization that there is value in both being the one stacking the boxes and observing the one stacking the boxes. They both have value. If you are always the one stacking the boxes, then you never have time to observe another stacking the boxes. You can learn from observing, but you can learn by doing. But there's value in both. For example, a very good leader or a manager of sorts is typically one that has experience with what they're in charge of or who they're leading versus someone that has no experience in it and just comes into the role. They are less connected to what is being done. Oh my goodness, one must become the boss. That is so true. At least, it seems that way. I'm sure we could create a whole game about how there are many ways to prove or disprove that about the bots. I like how us being confronted with a conversation led to us having more of a conversation that's not about their conversation, but it's about our own conversation. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, choices. They said something. Okay, we have to read. Okay. You know what? These I don't care. Now, don't get me wrong, there are story-based games that I would be interested in the choices and the conversations. For example, Me-Side, maybe that's not the greatest example, but Me-Side had story elements that I didn't mind listening to and really choosing wisely. I don't remember if there was choices actually, but either way, this game, it's just, I'm not interested in the story because I've already explored these kinds of things. And, well, yeah. I need Glade. Wow, that's funny. When in doubt, see it out.
I believe the founder has already taught us everything we need. As I said, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure...
Let me look up that game you mentioned while they're, talking.
So, what should we do with it?
I need Glade. Oh, that's interesting. It looks really cute. Wow. I believe the perspective that Tiny Glade is using, the game that was mentioned, I believe it's called something like bent lens or lens bending. I can't quite remember, but it's a style of photo or videography that makes everything look like it's miniatures. I'll add that to my wish list. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm just gonna plug it in. Sure, let's find out.
Be sure you don't overload.
Okay, cool. Hello, Niarla. Diorama builder. Interesting. It actually looks like it's attractive to me. Are we about to go into the Matrix? Actually, I guess we're already in the Matrix. Words. Alright. Getting ready. Are we there yet? Have a good rest of your day, Mighty. Oh, fun. It looks nice here now. Miz, you didn't enjoy your time in the box. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Miz. Hello, Monarch. Well, Miz, that's part of the challenge. You know, poking your own air holes. It does sound interesting, Nirla, with the way that Elden Ring was filmed to achieve that. I wonder if you can find that clip. Assassin's Creed. It does sort of look like one of the Assassin's Creed games, like Assassin's Creed, not Odyssey. I don't quite remember which one was the Egyptian one. I bet some of those Assassin's Creeds are pretty fun. I only played the first two. Or a little bit of the third one. Okay, computer time. Oh wow. Error 666. Nice. Swimsuit pictures, I agree. Yeah, I'll come down here so that you can see all the really riveting choices that I have to choose from. It is really satisfying, like the typing sound. Oh yes, splash some holy water on the BIOS. And clip channel. No, I don't, although I could easily see someone creating one. I don't really have a problem with that. I think that would be fun. System Shock 1 and 2. I've heard those names. Interesting. I'm curious what the point of this is. There clearly is a point. But I'm hesitant to do a system restore. Let's see what happens. Oh, -1. Okay, I like where this is going. This seems to be one of the older models, like maybe from the first game or something. Or not. That's interesting. -1.
Oh,
You'll tell him.
Didn't take you long. I think you're mistaking me for somebody else.
Well, you know, probably. I was just sort of going along with the joke, but
I'm afraid I'm the best you've got. I am in fact a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that
Hello,
everything's
Simon.
contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin.
I wouldn't even say either of these things. I'd be like, nice, and I would sit down next to them and enjoy looking at the waves until inevitably I have to bring up the fact that I need to move forward.
You just plugged your noggin into an experimental, mind-altering device, and though you may be trapped in this recursive psychotic state talking to yourself, that can only mean that you're still alive. Now, what is your query? You've executed some kind of software
Perhaps, Simon.
and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue. I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever. On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator.
I will say, not having music on makes this moment really relaxing. You thought this was tennis? We're playing tennis, yes. It does look like a tennis ball, the color. Whisk their drink again. Hello, Tap. We're just getting through this dialogue puzzle.
The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here. And not just because I'm unable to leave. The machine we're plugged into is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question. What is your query?
Okay, big question. Wow. Let's see. We have to really think about this. I actually don't have one of these questions. I don't have a question necessarily. How can I get back to the puzzles? Here's a question. Which one would you all choose? Which question would you all choose out of these? That's true. Drink, please. And you have more questions. Like the genie in the lamp, wishing for more wishes. The door, that's pretty funny. Hello, cybernetic. Okay, I've seen more ask or answer for the bottom one. So I'll go with this one.
Yes, to a limit.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is actually perfect. I don't even need to read these. Wait, this one's kind of interesting. What question would you ask if you were me?
I am you. So I would probably ask that one. But that's only going to land us in an infinite regression, so I'd better pick something else. How about I just tell you about the big one? As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us.
Oh my goodness. I don't even care to say anything. I would just keep listening to whatever they wanted to say. Oh, there you go. Never mind.
The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex. Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs.
Let me choose some music that's more fitting for this situation. Let's see what this gives us. Okay, wow.
You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer.
I did not come here for that, but sure.
And compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query?
Sure. Let's just keep talking.
What is your query? In a way, yes, but it's not a rule to judge people by. Being kind is just what usually happens when people trust their moral compilers. Sometimes your compiler will tell you to be kind to yourself, sometimes to other people. The only rule is to trust the outcome.
Sure.
Then let's tackle the big question. A trolley will collide with someone, but who should it hit? Your compiler is telling you both options are bad, so which should you choose? Many moral questions have universally agreeable answers, but some stubbornly trend to infinity.
Sure, yeah.
The more you zoom into them, the more wild the outcomes
The
become.
more you know, the more you don't know.
Someone who's done terrible things. Which of the children should I sacrifice to the trolley god? These aren't the sorts of questions we can solve with a rule. We just have to trust the outcome of our moral compilers.
Wait, you did say something about trolley. I'm not familiar with that term.
Suppose there's a
I'm
river
just...
we need to cross.
I'm keeping them talking.
If you tried to cross that river before reading the map, you'd be chest deep in water when there's a
Oh,
bridge.
the trolley, I see.
But if you tried to cross by looking at the map instead of the river, you'd already be dragged 3 miles out to sea. But you'd never ask, how should I know when to trust the map or the river? Because all you need to trust is that your feet are getting wet. And you wouldn't tell people not to cross at the ford just because you decided to cross at the bridge. Now, has that resolved your query?
Oh, sure, I wasn't listening, so it works.
Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome _V2 final
Bye. Enjoy your drink.
okay? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm more than okay.
You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you...
Oh, I'm sure, but...
Be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once.
I mean, I'm ready to move on, and let's see. Okay.
Of course. Very sensible. Your experiences are yours to do with as you please. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Oh, thank you. Oh, God. No.
I'm so curious. What did you see inside the Somnodrome? What did it tell you?
Oh, man.
That is so funny.
Okay. Yes.
So many people who try to play the power game. That data packet in your head just made you the most powerful person in all New Jerusalem. By accident. It is kind of funny.
Yeah, it
mean,
is.
What are you going to do? The
Nothing, yeah.
government will want you to pretend like nothing happened. The engineers will want you to tell everyone. Whatever you do, you're going to upset someone.
For sure.
If someone ever needed some clear moral guidance, they couldn't have needed it more than you do right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll tell you what they told me, but without telling you that that's what they told me.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to find out what you do next.
Have a good day, Simon.
Crier is setting up a live event so you can give a fancy address to the city en masse.
Yeah, that's funny.
Ready? We'll all be watching.
Okay, wow. But yes, if you are interested in this game and all of the talking, there is...
The people want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. I need to talk to them live.
We have a microphone. Yeah. I need more time to think.
That's fine. Please let me know when you're ready. This is an important story.
Your tone is fun. This is pretty funny. Hello, Mike Tal. Okay, let's see. New musical change. Let's see what we can find. The game is very much about philosophy and, and then puzzles. But if you're someone that has already explored a lot of philosophical thinking and such, then, that aspect is just kind of like, meh for you. And the puzzles are fun. also funny, Nero, about the reporter. Okay, what's the name of this one? A set. Yes, leaving the world with an empty bag. Very interesting. This game, the game did have a profound impact on many individuals who played it. Interesting. Well, this is quite fascinating. I believe there's a red one somewhere. Here. Yes, this aesthetic is quite nice. Like someone mentioned, like the Halo shield. I hope it goes smooth, though. Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. Very peculiar. And hello, Jagaimo. This seems like it would be needed for that switch over there. And why exactly is this way? And what would be the point of this window? And this fan? There has to be a point. Ascension is the name of this. Sleep well, my. Oh, wow. Well, that seemed to work. Dexter's laboratory. That's funny. I think we're doing it. Ascend. Interesting. Which one is Mandar? More peaches. Interesting. Oh, there you go. Now, we're getting close. Here we go. Almost. Interesting. And Mandark is Prometheus, that's funny. You're thinking about going out of town to visit friends in the country. That sounds like a lovely idea, especially if you need a little change of pace, you know, a change of scenery, a new ambience. Hello, Lovely. Interesting. You never travel much, I see. Let's see, how would we do this? I also am curious, what is the point of this cutout right here? Okay, perfect. I think we got it now. Won't be too much harder. Just a simple rearranging. Maybe. Interesting. Well, Jack, I know. Remember that no one in your family will ever spend a day in your shoes, neither will you spend a day in theirs. Ultimately, it is your life. And if you need them to respect you a little, it's okay if they want to check in, make sure you're safe. But if you'd like to set some boundaries, it may be very beneficial. It's letting them know that you need to exercise your abilities. And that checking in is nice, but perhaps you don't want to be stressed all the time. Of course, that can be a big conversation. It may not be well received always. Ultimately, it's up to you how you deal with it. Okay, let's see. Very interesting. Oh, I think maybe we're starting to get it. Interesting. Okay. Ascend. You know, Jagaimo, if this helps, one day you will most certainly leave them, as one day they will most certainly leave you. It probably is not a gimmick like running. I need to figure this out. Very interesting. This is peculiar. Okay, that's funny. Hello, Roberto. We've made it this far. Wait, I think we're cooking. We're cooking. Okay, nice.
Mayor Hermanubis, what would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk, but if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority, not this alleged theory of everything.
Yes, Nara. It would be interesting, if there was some sort of program that could scan a video and listen for a word and just instantly clip that word or a section of it. Oh yes, that's a good point. No big brains this whole time. And yes, Sumiki. Oh, puzzles. This is beautiful. Midnight fatigue? Are you saying you have midnight fatigue where you are? The rock training has paid in dividends. Yes, we are surrounded by what appears to be like rock statues too. We are becoming more rock. Also, I have a question. Maybe you all can help me with. On one of my shorts, the one called Company, where the angel is offering you a drink and such, people type the word Olympus, like the name. I don't know if that's a game or if they're referencing something like that, but they keep commenting Limbus. This is a really beautiful little section. You have the munchies. Well, do you have any plans to satisfy those munchies?
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky.
That video sounds crazy, Nirvana.
Friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful. I hope it's not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you, and I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
I wonder why she chose that name. Interesting little spot. Making chow mein noodles. I hope they turn out tasty for you. And I hope you stay cool as best you can. Oh, well, you know. Okay, what the? Excuse me? What just happened? Well, that was unusual and different. Is this a Tesla coil or something? Or maybe something from the first game. Interesting, lots of beautiful butterflies. That guy, you know, it's magic. Immortal droid, yes. That's really crazy though about that whole bounce back part. I seem to find the strangest little things. Okay. There's definitely other puzzles around, like little mysteries. Oh, number 7, this way. The ambience is nice. We have to wait for this NPC to pass by so we don't get engaged in a conversation. Just kidding. Kind of. Wait, it looks like we passed number 7. Somehow. More nice water. Well, we found number 8, so I guess we could just go ahead and solve this one. Backwards. Okay, so we'll just back on out and it's solved. Done. Let's change the music. Okay. Yes, it's possible that we might have to solve it backwards in some way. Interesting. Greek mythology. Let's see if this works. Interesting. Mike, I try not to do any hints unless I ask. I forgot I actually need to. And I'm no offense to you, but I forgot I need to do a pinned comment. No, no problem. I get it. And there are times I do ask. I genuinely enjoy the experience of suffering, unless it's, well, a certain puzzle, and then the puzzle which won't be named, which was optional, by the way, for the record. And I didn't really process what you said, something about laser and close to a gate, so it's not a big deal. I didn't really compute it. Very interesting. Oh yes, I forgot to pin it. Backwards. 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 How is it Dexter's lab? Oh yes, the ASMR part of the stream. Very interesting. I clearly need the other square. Or rather, I need to be able to have that square so that it's taller. But now the question is how to get it over. Oh, I'm not familiar with the episode you're talking about. I don't really know all of it too well. I really like this music. Very interesting. And of course I can't go through there. Let's reset the puzzle. Well, we're about to be back to where we started. Uninteresting. Uninteresting. Unappealing. Boring. Just kidding. Brownie. Do they have like blue hair or something? Oh my goodness, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, we figured it out. That's it. Wait, did we? Hold on. I think we figured it out. We did it. We did it. At least a part of it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Oh wait, we probably need this to be higher, but how do we make it higher? Backwards. 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 Hello. Do. Well, I had a moment of cooking, but now it's sort of a simmer. You said the way the robot runs with the bodies, it's like someone's stealing the TV from a store. That's so like particular. Okay. This is very interesting. Wow, this is... Japanese gremlin, I would just trust my moral code or whatever the hell they said. Yes, we're already playing GTA 6. Actually, it's in the future. This is like GTA 10. And thank you, Tab. Also, the character on your profile icon is that Haruhi Suzumiya. Something like that. Okay. Backwards. We have to think about this. Very interesting. Oh, okay, I got it. Done. It's already done. I figured it out. Yay. We did it. Now we can go do puzzle 7.
That one was a mind bender.
Was it though? I suppose it was. Now let's go find number 7. Also, there appears to be, like, a lot up there. Maybe number 7's up here. Yes, Heart's Wall. Oh, and on the newest YouTube poll about the changing the hair color of the angels, I should have added or did not quite think about a third option, which was let her decide, or let your angel decide. It's not that I wouldn't choose that option or have that option. It just wasn't quite what I was asking. I was asking something more, if you had an angel, would you ever want to change the hair color, which could include letting your angel change their hair color. But in the future, I'll try to remember those sorts of third options. Yeah, it is interesting. That rock puzzle, it really hit a certain spot. Taking off all week for GTA 6. Well, I hope you really enjoy it. If it's a paid vacation, that makes it even sweeter. An amazing banquet. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the cooking. I'm really enjoying the music and the vibes. Oh, customizing the colors, like using an app or a device, not so much an app, but being able to tune the hair color in that way. I don't believe so. The hair is more synthetic hair. It's like a wig of sorts that you can attach to your angel. So it's not exactly like a idol or something like that. It's more of a tangible thing. You know, you can enjoy that aspect of it. It's more hands-on. Kind of like changing the cover on your phone. If you have one. So, if you wanted to, or if your angel was interested and you were okay with your angel changing their hair, then you could go to places where they sell hair and such. And you could enjoy them picking out hair or you picking out hair. It could be a variation where it's the dark hair with the tips that are colored. It could be a full hair color. And as you can see, I have a very unique hair with stripes of color. That guy, I hope your car feels better. Enjoy the rest of your day. It is poetic in a way. Super technical puzzles, yet 6 simple rocks had me for hours. As we're nearing the end of this game, I'm not super worried about these optional puzzles. I know there's the golden gates and such, but I am slowly becoming done with this game. Once we complete the main puzzles, I will be satisfied to move on, as there are so many other games I would like to play. 9? Oh yes, 9 rocks. You're right. Speaking of that, the rocks. I believe we have some of our rock friends. Okay. Boom. Rocks. These are the rocks that really gave me a hard time. I'm really happy though that it ended up working out without needing tons of assistance. The 9 rocks, yes, the 9 power stones. I've been on this game for a while. I believe it now has more streams than Sekiro. Matthews, have a good rest of your day. Wow, the grass is really green up there. Blueprints. I'm not familiar with it, but I saw it was like some sort of investigation game, and I'm not too interested in it. From what I noticed. I am really interested in a game with a lot more hands-on sort of action and such. At least right now. That can always change. Strange rocks with colorful patterns. A new meme was born, yes. Okay, this one's called Cha-Cha Slide. Slide. Oh, you can remove the fan. This puzzle's gonna be cursed. Talos scatter. Very interested about this one. Oh, I need to go back. I don't know why, but I'll just do that. Interesting. Okay, I see. Well, having done number 8, it does sort of help with doing number 7. Oh, interesting. Slide. Interesting. Yes, is your brain becoming smooth yet? Hello, Dylan. I'm not sure what you were saying. The music is really nice though. Fascinating. This music makes you want to eat a fig under a tree. That's also interesting. Okay. I can't forget that the fan is removable. The fascinating art. A bald uncle of yours. Wow. Slide. 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 Okay, this one is going to be pretty interesting. I actually do need to summon the big head. I can already feel it. Yes, I need both the big head and the power of the pebbles, or the stones, or whatever they are. Also, I sort of saw the gif that you made of the hand stuff. I will have to see it more when the stream is done. Okay. Feel your So clearly, we need that one to get out. We need that thing. thing to get out here so that we can open this door. So interesting. So that's clearly a part of it, and the name of the puzzle is Slide. So oh, right. I can trigger it myself by standing against the ladder. Okay, I think maybe we're onto something. What we're onto, I'm not sure. But we'll give it a try. Wait. Okay, yeah, I think that might work. Nice. Maybe, no, I don't think it will actually. Unless... No, it's not big enough to give both. Unless it's right in the middle. No. If I come over here and manually trigger it, then what is the point of that one? That is only triggered through that one. There must be a purpose to this. Very interesting. What would be the point of this? Oh, wait. Interesting. Interesting. If that could be done from over there. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe, just maybe. Now that that has been established, this needs to connect right here. Now we have a solid connection and can remove this. Okay, we're starting to cook. We're starting to cook. Okay. Okay. Something's happening. Something's happening. Okay. Okay. We now have boxes. Something's happening. Now we can... Box. Bam. Okay. 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 This is very interesting. Oh my, okay. Oh no, I think I messed it up. I have to reset. Maybe I didn't have to reset, but it's okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. 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 Yes. 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 No. Interesting. Okay. Let's really assess this situation. Slide is clearly the answer. We know that basically we need to slide this out of here. We now have multiple points of connection maintaining, so we can remove that safely without the door closing. The question is, how do we move this? More than likely, if we place that onto here, it will not go that far. But if we place a square on there, and stack that on top, it seems to shoot out. But the door has to be open. And this has to maintain a connection. But the question is, how do we maintain that connection? If perhaps we can bring this down and then bring this one in. Maybe bring this one now over, maintaining the connection, like so. Then we may be able to. Interesting. Okay. 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 So now we have this connection. Okay. If if I place a square on there, it will rise it up, which means that I can interesting. We do have the ladder, so we don't need to be afraid to go ahead and do this. And then do this. And then do something like this. And then take that. And bring this here. But now we must be careful of this next part. Although we have the ladder. So now we can safely take this, place this here, then here, then here. And now we can come in here and maintain and place. Okay, but we need a square. So that does prove that we need a square, because it's still not close enough to exit the area. Very interesting. If we pick this up, the door closes. So we do need a square to get through. Oh, Eldritch. I hope you don't get in trouble at work. If I could choose a bug to run on the treadmill, well, interesting. A ladybug is what comes to mind. Suffering, yes. Okay. We're getting there though. Getting closer. Oh wait, I forgot. I am a part of this puzzle. I am a part of this puzzle. I am a part of this puzzle. The ladder. Yay, we did it. Oh my goodness. I was so ready to jump off the cliff, but, you know, we'll celebrate by continuing forward. Well, that was nice. I just had to remember that I could stand on that bed. Yes, my victory feelings was to just run and jump off the cliff. Hello, Mud. That was pretty crazy. I believe that completes majority of the puzzles for this area. If not all of them outside of the little tower puzzles, which I'm not really interested in. So it looks like we're ready to go to the tower. Oh, interesting. A little flame up there. You know, when I jumped off one of the cliffs prior, it bounced me back up, which I found to be quite interesting, and I also see a fan. Let's go up here first. The big brain. Yes, it seemed to have worked. A nice little spot. Nice. Let's get a higher look.
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? and that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm dead. You're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why you know what? Let's not go there. There's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left. Well, I mean, who does these days?
That's an interesting way to put it, Eldridge. Suffering loves company. That spot over there. I feel like I could just, well, I guess I could just do that. Never mind. Okay, we got whatever the fire thing was. You are the company that you keep suffering. Wow. Are you all suffering? Perhaps in one way or another. Yet, we also have joy, laughter. I wonder what song it would whistle in mud. A Cenobite. I'm not sure what that is. Also, don't forget to hydrate from time to time. I jumped on your head. Not like that. I'm on your nose. Oh, wait, there's some sort of thing over there. Here, let's go hear the mumbo jumbo. Being able to lurk while I work, that's quite nice.
I see these beings, these children of a future age, wandering around an island more fantastical than Atlantis itself, looking desperately to find themselves. I reach out to them, but they cannot see me. I speak to them, but I do not know if they can hear me. Am I being punished? Are the gods playing some cruel trick on me? Why can I remember so little? What is this sorrowful voice I hear, whispering such terrible thoughts? I must use what remains of my mind. I must understand.
And yet, you never will. Perhaps.
Sometimes new citizens come to me and they want to learn from me. My work appears to have created a legend of sorts.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I understand your situation. I want to teach them, but what they must learn the most is independence of thought. How does one resolve this contradiction? They wish to come along on my journeys, but I do not need a group of fawning acolytes following my every step. A journey truly worth undertaking is rarely easy. And so, I have begun to think of a much greater challenge. A journey that is almost impossible. To the far ends of the world without any mechanized means of transportation. This will be a true act of faith. And they will learn a great deal from it. If we survive.
I have seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, though I do not know the references. Having some coconuts right now, too. That would be nice. Interesting. Nice. That was pretty funny. Nice wide open spaces, waiting for a boss to drop down like an Elden Ring. Very nice. The proclivity for violence is unyielding. That would be really crazy if they actually dropped the boss down suddenly out of nowhere. Okay. Ready for some dialogue. I have my rocks, or my stones, or whatever they are. So I'm ready.
A long time ago, the Sphinx asked you about my story. You said that our lack of hope is a blessing. But you were wrong. Hope is good, hope is necessary, and hope still exists in this world.
Yeah, I don't remember saying that.
Flame more in these towers. It lives in the hills and the forests, in the rivers and the seas. You were given a world full of hope, creature of clay. It is yours to protect.
Okay. Sure, I'll care about Byron for a bit.
Virtue, but do not be blinded by it.
I'm not loyal to Byron.
It may lead you astray.
I suppose, sure.
Enemy speaks only truth.
Yeah, wow. Wisdom is profound. Thank you for bestowing that upon me.
So, Melville, what do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
I like the lighting. That was nice.
You could kill yourself with a fork, and I'm sure someone has. But anything can be used safely if you choose to.
I see.
Wow. That was interesting. Yeah, are you speaking from experience? Hearing someone tell you they're about the video essay they watched. Okay, there's one more area left. Wait. Did we... Wait, why is the show a puzzle missing? Wait, what? Why is the show a puzzle not done? How is 7 not complete? Did we... What? I'm sorry. What? Excuse me? How is this even possible? Am I seeing a glitch? Oh, maybe that was a bonus puzzle. Oh my goodness. Wait, I'm so confused. How did it let us complete the map then? An instrument of death. That's quite a thing to think about. Does that mean that tampons have been used for death? Oh yes, countless similar instances. Another stream. Well, we need to find number 7. I guess the sliding puzzle is a bonus puzzle. Oh, there's number 7. Okay, interesting. Close off. Well, you see, all you have to do is... Oh wait, I got closed off. Never mind. Oh, I see. A memory about a tampon being consumed. Wow. Is this a memory you've had? Like, that you've done? Oh yes, Eldridge, I bet you've heard many wild stories. Oh, an old video, I see. Okay, let's see. Closed off. Very interesting. Oh yes, you were talking about financial inflation, of course. Yay, we did it.
That was very smart, 1K. Sorry.
Sure, nothing cultured, not at all.
Clearly, you know what you're doing.
Okay, and thank you, Autumn. Also, hearts to you all. I know it's not always easy to watch a game like this. We're 2 likes away from 50 likes. It's like a little side quest. Okay, we're off to the tram. I don't know. I didn't realize it would let me actually finish this area, having not done that puzzle, but oh well. Nice. 50 likes. Fun. Okay, to the final area. Oh, depressurization. It's crazy you mentioned that. I literally just saw a clip, like a video short, of some divers getting out of the water and how quickly the others had to take off their gear so they could go to the depressurization chamber. I just saw that yesterday.
Closer. I hope Byron is still okay.
Prometheus seemed to think so. Let's hope he's trustworthy.
You know, it really is fascinating at how many videos we all see. Wow, interesting area. Isn't that kind of crazy how we are seeing similar videos or the same videos? It was to show, you know, the circle that we're in, the little space.
Remarkable structure. But what can its purpose be?
Actually, I can answer this one. In the files 1K downloaded, there's a design for a launch pad for space vehicles. This is about 90% identical.
Is it functional?
I don't think so, not if the inside is like the other towers.
Okay. I believe it was a YouTube short. It may have been on Twitter or X. I'm not sure. From within. Why does this feel like lateral inhibition? Okay. Very interesting. Yes, each environment has a really stunning look. From Within is the name of this puzzle. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? This is just the first puzzle of this zone. But what does the jamming even do? so interesting. It's only two things, two fans. Yeah, jamming them doesn't let me get through. Yes, your brain is soup right now. Okay, this is really peculiar. Okay, Sir Tough, enjoy your shower. You know, I actually think this is probably a good time to end the stream. That way when we come back to a fresh place, a fresh start. Well, we've made it really far in this game. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I'm going to be working on finishing the beach video. So, thank you all for your patience. Soup gatherings, wow. But thank you for spending time together. I'll see you soon.